After the epic experience of Mount Sinai, where God comes down to give the Ten Commandments to the people in thunder and lightning and smoke and fire, we are plunged into Mishpatim, what are essentially a series of common law. Torts abound in this week's Parasha, and so we are thrown into the minutia of everyday law. If we go from "I am the Lord your God" to "if your ox gores another ox," or "if you by accident set fire to your friend's field, this is what it is that you do." The entire parasha is pretty much replete with these things like arson and theft, kidnapping and property damages. All of these things are filled in Mishpatim. And the Hakamim say that the experience of the people in hearing these minute details of law was actually quite crushing. It was difficult for them at the beginning to hear all of this and to know that this too was included in their new relationship with God. But by the end of all of these laws being presented, the epic narrative soars once again, and Moshe Rabbeinu is bringing sacrifices on behalf of the people, and the blood of these sacrifices is being put into buckets. The buckets are poured, half of which are poured onto the altar that Moshe builds with 12 pillars representing the 12 tribes of Israel, and the other half of the blood is sprinkled upon the people themselves. Moshe says, "This is the blood of the covenant, the Dam HaBerit, and this is the book of the covenant, the Sefer HaBerit." It is the only place in the entire Torah that the Torah is referred to as the book of the covenant. It is here that the covenant begun with their great-grandfather, our great-grandfather, Abraham, is reestablished on a national level with the people of Israel, upon which they respond, "Na'aseh v'nishma," we will do and we will hear God's command. Moshe goes up to Mount Sinai with the elders, with Yehoshua, Aharon, Nadab, and Abihu. They see God in a prophetic vision, enthroned with his feet upon a platform of sapphire. Moshe is called into the cloud so that God can give him the law. 40 days and 40 nights, Moshe stands with God. And with that, the parasha ends.